Hello, Marcusor here, trying out a different format for the demo impressions. I'm just going to do a condensed playthrough with unscripted commentary, which is a first for me, because I'm usually kind of stuttering and having no idea what to say, but I'm going to give it a shot. Apologies if the audio goes a bit mental. My decrepit old PC doesn't handle the audio from the capture device very well, so I apologise if the pitch suddenly goes all over the place. Anyway, this is Bodycount. It's an arcadey style FPS from Codemasters Guildford. One of the lead designers on this was Stuart Black, who was the creator of the original Xbox and PS2 game entitled Black, and this game shares some of the core gameplay principles, so it is considered by some to be a spiritual successor to Black. But yeah, it's an arcade FPS. There's a lot of emphasis on point scoring. In general, I suck at FPS games, so you'll notice I'm fairly terrible, but it's fun nonetheless. Yeah, there's an emphasis on point scoring. When you kill enemies, you earn intel, which are these little orbs here that you can see flying around, and you can use them to spend on power-ups, which is pretty cool, and you can link kills together and perform skill kills in order to get more intel and therefore more power-ups, which is a nice mechanic. There's a heavy emphasis on destruction as well, which this game calls shredding. So you can basically shoot through walls and create holes for you to shoot out, and you can blast enemies through walls, which is pretty cool. Also, something that if you're used to a lot of popular modern first-person shooters, I don't know if you played Battlefield, Call of Duty, Brink, any of those kind of games. Most modern FPS games have a sort of iron sights mode where you hold down the left trigger and you can have a very precise aim. This game, it doesn't have that. It has basically holding down the left trigger. It basically routes you to the spot, and you enter a sort of semi-iron sights mode where the camera kind of zooms in slightly, but you are routed to the spot. But you can tilt left and right using the left thumbstick. So if you try and use that as a sort of iron sights mode, you'll find yourself getting very frustrated. But what you have to kind of think of it as a sort of cover mode kind of thing. So you get yourself behind cover, you hold down the left trigger, you can aim more precisely and just kind of tilt left and right out of cover, and it takes a bit of getting used to, but it actually works kind of well once you're actually used to it. Anyway, as you can see here, the things like the visual effects, things like the muzzle flashes, the muzzle flares, the explosions, are all really good. The weapons, the feel of the weapons is absolutely excellent, which is very important in an FPS, as you're playing as a gun, or in terms of gameplay anyway you are. So yeah, it's really satisfying firing all the weapons. You can see a bit of shredding there. You can just tear holes in walls to get to objectives. But yeah, things like explosions, like you can see there, really well done. The sound design is excellent and really does complement the animation and the visuals. Soundtrack's pretty good. There's a sort of mix of orchestra stuff with more electronic stuff. Maybe I'm not very good with music genres, but the soundtrack's really good as well. But I mean, yeah, it's just a really fun shooter. Everything comes together. Like I said, the sort of semi-iron sights mode kind of cover sort of thing does take a while to get used to, but once you are used to it, it's really fun, and you'll start racking up points and using the destruction. It's really fun. I've said it's really fun a lot of times. But anyway, we're coming towards the end of the demo here. As you can see, I'm just firing wildly because that's brilliant tactic, just spray and pray. I'm joking, of course. Like I said, I suck at FPS games. As you can see, I got a grade E, although it changes to a grade D. There you go, grade D. But like I said, you don't have to be good at FPS games to enjoy this. It's just a really fun arcade shooter with some really fun destruction and just really satisfying weapons. It has multiplayer. I believe the full game has multiplayer, I should say, which should be really good to see how that works with the shredding. Should be a really unique experience. The full game comes out on the 30th of August in North America and the 2nd of September in Europe. I'd recommend, if you haven't already, downloading the demo and trying it out for yourself. I'm very interested to hear what you guys think of it. I say you guys if I've got a loyal fan base, but the 10 people who actually watch these videos, what do you think of it? I would definitely recommend trying it out if you haven't already. I've said that already, so I'm going to stop talking in a minute. But basically, yeah, that's Bodycount. Please leave feedback. Do you like this new sort of format of doing it, or would you prefer the old style that I used to do? I definitely prefer this one. It's a lot quicker, but I'll see what kind of feedback I get. I'm planning to relaunch the whole channel with a new intro and visual style soon. It went a bit bonkers with the current one, so I want to kind of simplify that a bit so it's easier for me and it's hopefully a bit more entertaining for anyone watching. But I'm going to stop talking now. I think that would be the best thing for everyone. And yeah, go and download Bodycount, have fun, and thank you very much for watching.